One Friday Fights 22 is upon us. Sam versus Prajanchai, a rematch in the main event, and I'm going to break down the three biggest fights on the card. First off, the headliner for the international portion, Arjan Bhullar will be defending his heavyweight crown against interim champion Anatoly Malykhin. We've been waiting for this fight for a century, it feels like now, and it's finally going down. Arjan has the test of his life ahead of him. Anatoly is an undefeated Russian who just rushes forward, throwing powerful hooks with one-punch knockout power, the likes of which many people have never seen. And he's added wrinkles to his game, inserting more straight punches, which are even more lethal. He's got excellent wrestling, which makes taking him down even harder. The biggest problem with Anatoly, though, is that his cardio is not there. As he showed in this Kirill Gorbachev fight, the amount of energy that he expends just drains him, and he looks very uncomfortable as the fight progresses. Arjan is going to need to put on a pressure from a very start, just be glued to him, glue onto him, just continuously clinch with him, try and take him down, wrestle. You don't even have to take him down, just drain that gas tank. That's going to be his best way to victory. No question Bhullar has the better cardio here, as if he gets it into those later rounds, it's going to be easier to consistently land on him and get those takedowns and get a TKO finish or a nice decision victory. However, it's just going to be so dangerous for him because in that Murillo-Cerrone fight, Cerrone was consistently able to land on Arjan, and if Anatoly lands those same shots, I have a lot of doubt that Arjan's going to be able to take them and stay conscious throughout that fight. So due to that and the fact that Anatoly just smothers his opponents with those aggression and those powerful hooks, and the fact that Arjan has not fought in 2 years, is 37 years old, and has just so many distractions going on, professional wrestling, contract disputes, these injuries, I'm going to go with Anatoly taking this via a first-round knockout. All credit to Arjan, though, for taking this fight, and I do think it could be closer than a lot of people are making it out to be. Next, the co-main event. The current flyweight kickboxing champion, Superlek, will be taking on Nabil Anemikh in his one debut, and Nabil has a big fighter on his hands. Superlek is an incredible legend, one of the best Thai fighters out there right now. Nabil is ginormous for the weight class, over 6 feet tall. Those knees are going to be dangerous for Superlek because Nabil doesn't even have to raise his leg that much for them to make contact. Nabil utilizes very good boxing defense. He has nice pull-push counters, and that's going to work well against boxing heavy fighters. He has got some good wins over legendary fighters like Chofa. But against Superlek, it's going to be very tough because guys like Chofa do not have the best fight IQ and are okay with going into Nabil's game plan. Meanwhile, Superlek's perfectly okay with just powering those leg kicks in, chopping the big lad down, and taking a decision victory. And I haven't seen Nabil take on a lot of guys with the same level of leg kick prowess that Superlek has. So I think that Nabil is just going to be constantly struggling with those leg kicks from Superlek and not going to be able to keep up with him, keeping up with the offensive pressure that he needs. So I'll have Superlek taking a decision. Finally, in the main event, Prajanchai and Sam will be colliding in the rematch from a couple of years ago, which Prajanchai took Sam's strawweight Muay Thai title. This time it's going to be for the interim Muay Thai title. The winner is going to have a crack at the undisputed champ Yosef Lassiri. Sam utilizes a solid guard combination work. He's got good cardio for the most part, and he utilizes counter punches to the best of his abilities. Prajanchai has fast hands, and he has power that most of the strawweights of the division do not normally have access to. He's got solid cardio for the most part, and is solid, and especially in those first couple of rounds, where he is most dangerous. Those first couple of rounds are going to be very important for Prajanchai. Sam is going to be a little slower there, as he's not going to pick up the rhythm as he normally does. So Prajanchai is going to be able to excessively land on his chin more often. Sam is going to add up the pressure as the fight progresses, and that's where he's going to have more success. The big determinant in this fight, I think, is going to be Sam's age. He is just so old, especially for a later weight class, being 39 years old, and he's a few months away from his 40th birthday. And quite frankly, his age has shown in his last few fights. He looked great against Ryan Sheffield, but Ryan Sheffield is not on the same level as the guys that Prajanchai is, and the guys that Prajanchai's fought like Kompech, especially since in Sam's other fights outside of one, in between that time frame, he's looked slower. His chin has deteriorated a little bit since the days of his prime, and I think that's going to hurt his ability to, and especially in this fight with Prajanchai, because Prajanchai can consistently land on him, just like as we saw in that first fight. And unlike in that first fight, I'm not very confident in Sammy's ability to be able to muster up the strength to continue going forward, to continue that speed that gave him so much success in that fight. And I'm just wondering how his cardio is going to be able to handle someone like Prajanchai in his older age. So I am going to lean with Prajanchai here. I just think the fact that he's over 10 years younger is going to aid him a lot in this fight. And it's just going to be so dangerous for that fight for Sammy in those early rounds. So I'll have Prajanchai taking a decision. I don't think he'll finish Sammy because Sammy is a beast of a man. But with that, guys, those are my 3 biggest fights predicted. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, consider subscribing. Leave a comment about what your own favorite fight on the card is in your own predictions. This is Shire TV Productions, and I'll see you next time.